Let's take you to KwaZulu-Natal now, where the ailing eThekwini municipality will be subjected to a Section 154 intervention. That means the national government can intervene to assist the metro. We're told former President Director General Cassius Lubisi is expected to lead this intervention. The municipality has been marred by a myriad of administration failures, ranging from its failure to spend grants on time. There's also a litany of questions around service delivery, corruption and fraud cases, and this is happening as the ANC's National Working Committee is in the city to have discussions with the party's provincial leadership. We've got ANC eThekwini Regional Spokesperson Mlondi Mkhize, who joins us now for more. Thank you very much for your time. Let's hear it from you as the regional spokesperson as to what the big issues are that have almost collapsed a very important metro within the province of KZN.
Greetings to you and the viewers. Firstly, to confirm that the name is Mlondi Mkhize, but responding to the question is that the municipality is not in the verge of collapse. The municipality is facing administrative challenges ranging from the inability to procure services on time to the inability of functioning properly of its administration. One of the problems that we have experienced and that we have, when we conducted information gathering, that we were able to establish was the fact that it would take municipality time to procure services in order to do service delivery for many of the activities and things that would be expected that the municipality should provide support for. This is informed by a number of challenges, but obviously, as you would know, that the city, as you had mentioned, had an inability to deal decisively in terms of implementation, in making sure that all the grants that we've received from national government were spent. Part of the challenges that we are experiencing was that, and the explanation given to us demonstrated without hesitation that there are challenges in the administration, and that we are quite pleased that the provincial government, through the MSC of Kokta, Comrade Bongi Mloyi, is able to then help the municipality to effectively deliver services and help our people.
Yeah, Mlondi, thank you very much for that correction, by the way. But why is it that there is an indecisiveness to provide services to municipalities within the city or the province? And what are some of the challenges? Maybe give us some examples of what exactly these challenges are that the Kokta MEC will now be dealing with to make sure that you are spending the money and you are spending it on service delivery. I mean, you know, you've come out of, as a province, of horrible floods and the July unrest, and money should be traveling throughout different parts of the province, one would think, and yet here we sit having this conversation this evening.
Well, we're having this conversation out of really frustration that we're equally having as the leadership of the ANC. But what are the challenges? Just to mention just two. One of the challenges that you are going to find in the municipality is that you have got a system, a tender system that does not seek to respond on time. It will take a year to 18 months for the city to procure services, to get a contractor to go build a road, to get a contractor to go fix and renovate a reservoir, to get a contractor to go and deal with pump station, and where there are electricity challenges, we're able to do that, street lights and all of that. It would have been something that came as of shock to us that a municipality as big as this one could take a program of procuring services that would be delayed to a process of a year to a year and a half. You would know that when these documents of tender are issued out, there are usually time frames, 90 days, 180, whatever the days, but I've never seen or we've never heard that there would have been a document written that it is 365 days, such that when contractors build, bid, they know that the contract would be given or be awarded in a space of a year. So those are part of the challenges that are there. And obviously, as you know, that most of the services that municipalities will give to the people are procured or are delivered to the people through the tender system. So when that process delays, it ultimately delays service delivery. The second one is that in the municipality, you have got many officials that are charged with different kind and sorts of wrongdoings in terms of the municipality. But there seems to be lack of progress in dealing with the matters, slow pace of progress in dealing with some matters, and then that affects the ability and enthusiasm of the workforce of the municipality to deal with services. Obviously, there is one other issue that we've got to highlight, that we've been very clear to the mayor and councillors that that are there in the council, that there seems to be a clear demonstration that amongst the municipal workers, there is some level of lack of willingness to work. And we've said that must be dealt with decisively, because laziness cannot be allowed in the space of work, because that compromises the integrity of the African National Congress, which is expected to deliver services to our people. You would have employees that there are sections of the municipality where employees would not be there, would be on sick leave up until there is time to claim overtime, then everyone is there available. We've said that must be looked into, because obviously now these are deliberate delays that ultimately affect service delivery within the workforce of the municipality.
So then tell us a little bit then about your thoughts that different stakeholders, including the IFP, now calling for the municipality to be placed under administration. Based on what you've just described in terms of the malfeasance and the laziness and the inability to make sure that tenders or procurement processes are done efficiently, would it not be something that you consider as the ANC that perhaps it should be placed under administration?
It is not yet at that stage. It is not yet at that stage. But what we need to avoid is a situation where it goes to that stage. That's why we appreciate the interventions. We'll obviously understand why the IFP would be calling for Section 139 to be implemented in eThekwini. Remember that the IFP is suffering. There are municipalities that are going through Section 139 here in KwaZulu-Natal. And then for them, it is embarrassment. And then they would have hoped and felt that it would be better if one municipality governed by, or co-governed or in partnership, governing in partnership or in coalition with other parties, where the ANC is leading the coalition, would be seen to be under administration, because then they would want to suggest that we are like them, who have obviously, out of the reports that are coming from COPTA and HEs, that you can clearly tell that there is not a matter of laziness, it's a matter of maladministration and misuse of resources. And when there is that, then obviously you've got to intervene, because it seems to suggest that you are going to have a municipality where employees would not be paid. So that's why the IFP is making that call. It has got nothing to do with the concrete realities that are there. On the team and with the team that is coming, led by Dr. Cassius Lubisi, involving people like the former city manager, Mike Cycliffe, we feel that that team will be able to guide and steer the ship in the right direction. These are people with clear skills and expertise. Some of them have got individuals that have actually governed the city. So we feel that that intervention will be able then to make a liquid again the city, in such that it is able to perform its function and will be able to have employees that should be in the workplace. We feel that part of the intervention of that team would deal with laziness and all of the things that are beginning to be a stumbling block to our service delivery. And that's what has been dealt with. Then we'll be able to have our ducks in the row, such that service delivery is given on time to our people.
We've run out of time, Mr. Mkhize, but if you could maybe tell us, have Mr. Cassius and his team been given timeframes as to which to assess the gravity of the situation in the municipality, and when they report that back, so that the service delivery can resume in eThekwini?
Well, I'm sure that the MEC of Kokta would be able, or the Department of Kokta would be able to give them timeframes and what is expected out of them. And the department then will be rightly placed to then indicate what are the timeframes that they would have given the team. We feel that the team, once it comes, it will be able to help us to get the ship right in the right direction. The municipality is not in a state where it cannot really function. It's just that it is being crippled by certain elements. And once we are able to get rid of those elements and attend to those elements, the municipality will be back on its full operational capacity.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for your time. That is ANC eThekwini Regional Spokesperson Mlondi Mkhize joining us there.